Every Bew down in Buda liked Christmas a lot, but the Grinch who lived just north of Buda did not. The Grinch didn't like Christmas in Buda at all. He spread his wrath from the Greenbelt to City Hall.
It could be he didn't like wiener dog races, the trains or the parks, or beautiful spaces. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small.
Look, they're hanging their garland, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas, it's practically here. Then he growled with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming. I must find some way to keep Christmas from coming.
Tomorrow the Bews, young and old, will sit down to a feast. And they'll feast, and they'll feast, and they'll feast, 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 feast. They'll feast on tacos from Main Street and Texas barbecue. Burgers and pizza and donuts too.
And then they'll do something he liked least of all. Every Bew down in Buda, the tall and the small, they'll stand on a stage with Christmas bells ringing. They'll stand all around, and those Bews, they'll start singing.
Christmas Eve will find me.
And they'll sing, and they'll sing, and they'll sing, 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 sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this whole Bew Christmas thing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I've put up with it now. I must stop Christmas from coming. But how?
Oh. That's it, I'm not going.
Then he got an idea, an awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea.
So he took his dog Dash, and he took some black thread, and he tied a big horn on the top of his head. Then he loaded some bags that he found in the trash on a big pickup truck, and he whistled for Dash.
Then the Grinch said, "Giddy up," and the truck started down toward the library where the Bews read in their town. "This is stop number 1, the old Grinchy Claus hissed as he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist.
Then he slithered and he slunk with the most unpleasant look around the whole library, and he took every book. Books about Christmas, science, and history, audiobooks to listen to, magazines, and a great mystery. And he stuffed them in bags, then the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags one by one up the chimney.
Then he ran to Main Street and he took the Bews' food. He took the Bews' pizza, the cakes, and barbecue.
He cleaned out the restaurants as quick as he oughta. Why, that Grinch even took the last enchilada. Then he stuffed all the food in his mouth with a squeeze. Now, grinned the Grinch, I'll take the lights from the trees.
Pooh-pooh to the Bews, he was Grinchly humming. They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up, and I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two. Then the Bews down in Buda will all cry boo-hoo.
That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I simply must hear. He paused, and the Grinch put a hand to his ear. And he did hear a sound rising over the globe. It started in low, then it started to grow.
But this sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so. But it was merry, quite very.
Every Bew down in Buda, the tall and the small, was singing without any Christmas at all.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a...
He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same.
We bring to you and your king. We wish
And the Grinch, from the edge of the Edwards Plateau, looked down on the city of Buda below. He stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without tacos. It came without lights. It came without books or the beautiful sights.
He puzzled 3 hours till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more.
And what happened then? Well, in Buda they say that the Grinch's heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite too tight, he whizzed with his sack through the bright morning light. He brought back the books, the food, and the lights, and he himself wished all a good night.